So I'm doing this video. I wanted to do a second one dedicated to the American Pit Bull Terrier, or any power fighting breed for that matter, whether it be the American Pit Bull Terrier, the Staffordshire Bull Terrier, of any nationality, the Presa Canario, the Dogo Argentino, the Fila, or the Thai Ridgeback, or any dogs associated with any of those breeds. Um, you can feel free to comment on this all you want with either positive or negative feedback. That's fine. I welcome it all. I even have a page on Facebook, well, a group, sorry, that's dedicated to the real, proper, gentle, loyal image of these dogs. It's called Fight the Band, Not the Breed. Because that's as plain as it could be, as in any day. These dogs shouldn't be fought, as any dog should be fought. Nothing should be forced into a pit or a cage or in any scenario and forced to do anything. We as humans have developed over the years to write laws and right wrongs and everything like that, to keep from that and to put such things as discrimination, racism, um, forceful actions, um, pretty much democracy in check. Um, but to say that a dog comes out of its own, or out of its mother already aggressive, already just waiting for their time to attack, is wrong. No dog ever, and I mean ever, is born aggressive. It is what is instilled and taught into that breed, or into that dog. Um, at one point, the most dog attacks um, from a breed belonged to the Labrador Retriever, one of America's and Canada's favorite dogs. But you don't see them all over the news. You don't see them being discriminated. You don't see breed specific legislation designed for the Labrador Retriever or even the Chihuahua. One of what a lot of people would say is the most aggressive dog, right? Mind you, no one gives them any of that credit because it's a little half a pound and a half dog, right? That people don't fear because it can't really do much damage. I've been bit by a full grown, aggressive, prey driven Chihuahua. And mind you, it kind of felt like getting your hand slammed into a car door if it was made of plastic. Um, so, mind you, yeah, they can be an aggressive dog, but any dog can be aggressive. Any dog in the world. It doesn't matter the dog. It could be any type of bulldog, any type of hound, any type of terrier, any type of any dog, really. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even have to be a dog. It could be a cat. It could be a reptile, a rodent. It doesn't matter. You sit there and start fucking smacking it around, it's gonna be aggressive. It doesn't matter what breed, what animal, nothing. You put into a negative, neglectful, aggressive, just flat out inhumane situation, and that's the results that you're going to get from that animal. Doesn't matter the breed, doesn't matter the animal. Any animal will turn out to be that way if you put it in that situation. Um, I've seen pit bulls, and some of the most famous pit bulls that people will come out from the top of their head would be Buster Brown from the old commercials from back in the day. A giant pit bull. Like, I mean, his head was bigger than mine. Um, And he was in commercials with kids and families and other animals, and not one problem with this dog. Not one. Um, Lil Rascal's dog, Petey, Petey the Pitbull, right, was completely fine. Sitting there, tugging the rug out from underneath them, running around with them, but protected them. He was loyal, he was caring, he was friendly, but most importantly, he was a guardian. He was the guardian for the little rascals, right? And then nowadays you have Daddy, which was Caesar Milan's dog before he passed away. Now he has Junior, which is an American Pit Bull Terrier. Um, or you have Hercules for Shorty Rossi from Pitbull Boss, or from the Pit Boss. Then you have all of Tia's dogs from Pit Bulls and Parolees, right? I just wonder what people's opinions are for Tia and her family doing for what they do. I, for one, think it is the greatest thing for what they are doing. It's a shame that their show didn't continue because I was an avid watcher. I love that show. What they do for their dogs and their guys is remarkable. It's, to me, in my own opinion, is borderline profound. Um, what they do for their dogs and the extremes that they go through and everything that they do, period, for these dogs is just unrivaled. It's it just can't be rivaled to what they do. Um, so like I can only imagine what people's opinions are for shows like Pit Boss and Pitbulls and Parolees and the Dog Whisperer when he's walking around with what could honestly be one of the best well-trained pit bulls on earth right now. Junior, probably one of my favorite pit bulls I've ever seen. He's handsome, he's loyal, smart, and works with dogs. He makes the dog feel more comfortable and pretty much makes Caesar's job a whole lot easier, which is why I have my own rehabilitation dog coming in the next little while. Um, his name is Barney. He's not purple, so before people stumble upon this and go, "Oh, Barney," it's not Barney the dinosaur. He's a rescue. He's an American Bulldog, Basset Hound, and American Pit Bull cross. He's about 90% muscle, big, strong, powerful boy, but has no prey drive. The only drive he has is to please and want to work, which is a perfect dog for a rehabilitation companion. Um, and I am excited to see him. And once I do, I will definitely post a video with me and him and all the work that he's done, and just to see him in his forever home. Um, that's probably the greatest joy I get out of doing what I do, um, rehabilitating, training, and just working with dogs, and just seeing them get their chance. Um, there's nothing like it on earth. Because these dogs, they can't speak up. They don't have a voice. Um, a lot of people, often more times than none, don't understand what these dogs are thinking, feeling, um, what they're trying to express. Not many people can. It takes years and years, and just to experience it over and over to fully understand what these dogs could be trying to express to you, that could be trying to tell you. Some people are just ignorant or just uneducated to that fact when, they'll see a dog's head lower and be like, oh, he's tired or anything. No. Right? Most of the time when a dog lowers his head and puts his ears back, he's nervous and he's ready to pounce because you are making him nervous. Right? People need to realize body language, eye and ear movement, and everything that a dog does has meaning. Right? Mind you, there are some goofy looking dogs where some of their movement doesn't really mean anything, mind you. The Dachshund, the Great Dane, um, Neapolitan Mastiffs when they get really old, they kind of just get kind of sloppy and goofy and clumsy. Um, but still, their movement, their actions, uh, how their eyes look, how their ears look, all mean something. All has a distinct, very distinct meaning. And if people were to educate themselves and try and understand that, there wouldn't be as much dog attacks or dog fights. Mind you, there are still ignorant people that, well, I wouldn't say even ignorant, I would say irresponsible, cruel, inhumane owners of dogs that will either fight them, neglect them, abuse them. Um, just down the street in my neighborhood, mind you, I live in a very, very family oriented neighborhood where probably every other house has a dog. Sometimes every house has a dog. If not one, they have at least two. And mind you, 2/3 of the kid population in this neighborhood is autistic. My so, our best friends, my girlfriend and myself, our best friends, they have a pit bull cross. He is an American Pit Bull Terrier, boxer, husky, and shepherd. Um, very cute, right? Bit a kid the other day. Mind you, the dog was on his property, just laying there with his bone. This dog was raised and trained to protect and pretty much excite their autistic kid, which is not an easy thing to train, which they did an amazing job with Kilo. Um, he's an amazingly well-trained dog. He always looks for guidance and commands and everything. So back to when he bit the kid. He was laying on his yard, just like every other normal day. So the kid that got bit went to go pet Kilo. So um, this kid, after being bit, we find out that has a very, very bad history of being with dogs. He's too rambunctious, too excited, too in the dog's face. Like, how would you feel if someone was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god," right? That would disturb you too. Am I right? If not, you are a very patient person, and kudos and hats off to you. But about 8 or 9 people out of 10 would be fucking furious and fuming with this. Um, so he bent down to pet Kilo while Kilo was chewing on his bone. Number one, people need to learn, if it's not your dog, you ask to touch that dog. I don't care if the dog looks like the most friendliest, goofy looking dog you have ever seen. Not your dog, you do not touch without authorization. End of story on that one. Two, if you know your kid does not have a good record and experience with dogs, do not let him go near dogs. Right? Not just my opinion, the opinion of many. And I mean many. Um, Three, knowing that the dog is taught to be protective. Mind you, these people were friends. They most likely still are. They still talk. But, um, mind you, if that dog is sitting there on a bone, what goes through your mind saying, "Oh, well, I'm going to go and pet that dog"? That dog is there in his own little world. And most likely, when they're shocked out of their world, just like any person, say if like we're sleeping in a deep sleep and we get woken up suddenly, we're like, oh my god, right? Exactly what a dog does. But a dog can't tell you that they're nervous or they're shocked or anything. The only thing that they can do is show body signs or do a little nip, right? When Kilo bit, it was not an aggression, right? It was not out of protection. It was out of just being shocked. right? He didn't grab on, he didn't tug, he didn't do any of that. He just and let go, right? Mind you, he bled a little bit. Tragedy, it's unfortunate. I understand that. You can take this as sarcasm. You can take this as anything you want. Um, but if his parents and himself took the proper precautions, none of that would have happened. None of that. Um, which brings me back to my original point. These dogs are not monsters. If people were to educate themselves um, on just proper dog handling of any dog on earth, and like I mean any dog, it doesn't have to be the pit bull, it doesn't have to be the Staffy, the Dogo, the Presa Canario. Fuck, it could be a band dog. I don't know if people really know about that dog. It's an old dog that was used as a guard dog, um, a few years ago. That was just mixed of many different fighting breeds, such as like the German Shepherd, the Doberman, the Rottweiler, the Mastiff, many big, intimidating, powerful breeds. Um, which was just left out on their estate and left to, do left to their own devices. Um, so again, like I said, you can leave all your comments. It doesn't matter what kind of comment it is. It could be positive, negative. You could attack me if you want. That's fine. You guys, you can, say whatever. Everything is welcome. Um, But no matter what, until the proper education of this breed is known throughout the media, throughout the world, I will not stop doing these videos. I will not stop fighting for this breed or these dogs. It's because of ignorant, inhumane, irresponsible handlers that this ban, this reputation, this media outlook is even there, is because of these ignorant, inhumane, cruel, neglectful pieces of shit in my mind, is because of this BSL. Um, but, that's just one person's opinion. I'm sure some people will agree with me. I'm sure some people will disagree with me. Um, all is welcome. Yeah, I'm a bigger guy. You can call me fat, hairy, whatever you want. But that just shows you that who are the real monsters here. Is it these dogs? No. Humans are the real monsters. We are the ones that drive these dogs to be like this. We are the people that discriminate and put down our own people, right? Considering and depending on how they look, what color they are, their shape, their size, what they look like. If they're not this spitting glorified image, then they are discriminated, they are opposed, they are put down, and they are treated like dirt. All right, and that's the whole point. And that's why I say the dogs and the animals are not the real monsters. We are. Look at a pack of wolves or a lion's pride, right? They don't discriminate against their own. Sure, mind you, if someone takes over the pride or the pack, they may get rid of some of the male younglings that belong to the old predecessor. That's not discrimination. That's not racism. That's genetics, right? They will not raise a male that will sooner or later turn up and try and challenge them for the pride, the pack. Doesn't matter, right? That's not discrimination. That's the way of life, right? As opposed to animals. For us, we discriminate, be racist, put down, and treat other people that we don't think is the right image because they don't look or they don't sound or they're not a certain way, right? I have had circles of friends all my life of many different races, shapes, size, um, in different economy levels, either whether they were, low income, medium income, or, rich, right? It doesn't matter. They're all looked at the same way in my eyes, just the same as a dog, right? The way I base my judgment, which it's not even really a judgment. The way I look at a person is not their look, not their skin color. Sure as hell ain't their money, because I sure as hell don't got any. Um, but no, it's pretty much their actions. Are they respectful? Um, are they just out for theirs? Are they, just kind, genuine, nice people? And most of the time, I would say about 9.99999% of the time, I keep them as a friend if they meet those qualities. I don't care if they're white, black, Asian, Indian, Native American, you name Swedish, German, um, Irish, which I'm part Irish, if you can't tell. Um, they're they're people, right? And all people, all living animals, no matter the animal, no matter anything that live on this earth, needs to coincide and be respected, be loved, be cared for. So in closing, just stop hating on everyone. Um, Stop judging just based on what you see, because who knows who you could be judging. That person that you're judging could go on to be one of the most important people that you could have ever met. That person could have went on to be, a musician, a movie star, a doctor, a lawyer, a fireman, um, or firefighter. Sorry, because men and women. Sorry. Police officer, detective, coroner. It doesn't matter. But all those, along with other jobs, play an integral part of our society and our world. And a job won't discriminate against that as long as they do what they are there for and they do their job, right? Which is what should be the same for us. If they're, respectable and kind and genuine, who are we to tell them that they're not as good as us? Why? Because you all of a sudden wake up one day and you think that you're fucking God's gift to mankind? No one is God's gift to mankind. No one on this earth. And if you have anything different to say, I will gladly have a conversation with you. And I will go until you change your mind on that. Because no one is a God's gift to mankind. God's gift to mankind, as per the book, is this earth. And because of people like that, we are destroying it. Do some research. Find out. Why do you think we're trying to find other sustainable, livable planets? Why? Because our earth, our ecosystem is falling apart because of discriminative, ignorant, rude people. End of story. We wouldn't have to be looking to Mars in the next few years to try and colonize and try and make livable. Right? It is because of people like this that we have to travel light years to find another planet that could sustain our life. Why? So we can fuck it up again? Why? Right? In my opinion, I think if we destroyed this Earth, we should live in the fucking bed we made. End of story. Right? If we destroyed it, we live in it. Right? When you make a mistake, what do people say? You made the bed, you sleep in it. Well, we made this bed, we should sleep in it. But for the time being, we should try and right our wrongs. And one of the wrongs is discrimination against people, dogs, animals, anything alike. This needs to be stopped. And I appreciate anyone that watches this video, that puts a comment, that shares. You can join my Facebook group. Again, it's Fight the Breed, or Fight the Band, Not the Breed. Um, you know, anyone is welcome. I'm gonna try and do a video every day, if not every other day, for this cause. Whether it be outside with some of my friends and their dogs and getting their opinions. I am working on a documentary for this because I'm just tired of seeing all the negative and just bull crap documentaries on these dogs. Um, I'm not saying bull crap in a sense that they're not right, but we have seen this over and over and over. We're aware that people fight these dogs. We're aware that people kill their losers that lose in the pit. We're aware that they will pump them full of steroids and testosterone and, all these power supplements. We're aware of it. But what a lot of people aren't aware of is the positive side of these dogs. What these dogs really give us, what they bring into our situation, our lives. Some of these dogs do care for people. Some of these dogs will put their own life on the line for their pack. How many people can say that they'll do that? Right? Yeah, if it's for their kid, if they're a proper parent, yeah, sure, they would. But they will do it for anyone that they care about. It doesn't matter if it's, another dog, if it's their mom or dad or their kid. They will put their life on the line for them. Who would honestly do that? Would you? So that's what I'm going to leave this with is, can you name anybody besides a rightful, responsible, lovable, caring parent would put their life on the line for them? Because I can't think of many. There's not many people I would put my life on the line for. My girlfriend is one of them. And my rescue dog that's coming is another I would put my life on the line for. Doesn't mean that I wouldn't go out of my way and take my own shirt off my own back for. I'm willing to help anyone with anything at any time, as long as they deserve it, they appreciate it, and when the time comes that they are willing to do that favor back. That's what a friendship is. That's what respect is. So, again, my question is, name anyone that you can besides Secret Service trained to take a bullet for the president or a responsible, lovable, caring parent would put their lives on the line for anyone. Can you? The only thing that comes to mind is the American Pit Bull Terrier. Thanks for watching, and I hope to have another one up soon. Thanks.